dancers, this is Jess Stafford here, and I'm about to share with you my Gimme 5 ab and stretch series. It's a circuit that I have for you to keep up with your conditioning while you're at home, keep stretching, keep active, and I hope you enjoy it. Be well. So this is called my Gimme 5. It's a combination of abs and stretches. You have 5 ab exercises, 5 stretches, 5 repetitions, 5 circuits, or 5 rounds, okay? So I'm gonna show you each exercise once through, and I want you to go back and repeat it 5 times. Remember to hold your stretches for at least a minute, and you can always add more reps as you build and grow with the warm-up, okay? So the first exercise we're doing, and I'm giving you some sort of variations on crunches because crunches sometimes get a little boring and tedious, so I'm going to give you some ab exercises just to change it up a little bit. You may have seen them, you may have not, but just something a little bit different that we can sort of do that's stationary and a little condensed in whatever space that you have. So we're going to start in a beautiful cross-legged position here. We're going to continue to work on our alignment, and we're going to continue to work on that breath and make sure we're always conscious of the breath, we're always staying mindful. We're going to start with our hands behind our head as we would in a crunch position, okay? And we're going to bring the elbows parallel. We're going to drop the tailbone, close the ribs, drop the shoulders, and we're going to keep our sits bones on the floor the whole time. And we're going to crunch down for 1. And we're going to use our stomach to come up as we would out of a flat back. And we're going to open the arms at the top, and we're going to check our alignment when we hit the top. And we're going to go 2, lift up, and 3. So we're drawing the space with the elbows, 4, and 5. Okay, first set. Second exercise we're going to do, we're going to turn to the side so you guys can see me. We're going to be in this sort of reclined position, and we're going to have the heels up. We're going to take that recline back as much as you can, okay, while you're still in proper alignment. Shoulders are back. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to extend the arms out, and we're going to do one at a time at first. You're going to lift your foot to your hand. So we're working on lower abdominals here, right? Lifting. You're also getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor. So if you do have hip problems, this may not be the most comfortable position. Don't force it. Modify the position. You can extend the legs a little bit out, or even out here. Find what's comfortable for you. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Next set. You can leave it there, or we can progress. 1, both feet up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you want even more of a progression, you can hold in that boat pose and really balance out the legs, or you can extend and hold and breathe and take it down. Okay, exercise 3. We're rolling down to the floor. We're going to start with our arms in port de bras fifth, right? So we're just changing the arms a little bit on a classic crunch. We're making sure we're going to soften. We're going to contract the lower back into the floor so that navel we're pulling in or drawing into the back of the spine, and our arms are in fifth. And we're going to use the port de bras as we crunch. We come up 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to add it with the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can also progress that. You can extend the leg and take it up, or you can do a variation of that, bent leg and then a straight leg. And now we're going to show you a center, right side, left side. So we're going to come up 1, we're going to come up 2, we're going to come up 3, and back. And 1, and 2, and 3, and center. And 1, 2, 3, center, 1, 2, 3. One more. Oh, 1, and 2, and 3, and center. Now, if you really want to challenge, you can then take this all the way up, and we can spiral and stretch and bring it down. I'm not going to hit my mic pack. And here we go. And then we can reverse it as well, coming through the space. So that is exercise 3. Exercise 4. We're going to start with the arms behind the head again. Knees are in, head off the floor. We're keeping our elbows back. I want you to imagine that you have a nice juicy orange or apple or something, some beautiful fruit underneath your neck so that we're not crunching down. We're looking up. We're keeping space. Our shoulders are lifted. We should feel our shoulder blades off the floor. Extend the leg out and up. Extend the leg out and up. 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you wanted to vary that, you could crunch, lower, crunch, lower, and do it like that. The progression of this, we're going to extend both legs up and down. Both legs up and down. Both legs out. And I'm actually turning my feet out into a first position, so we're working on a little bit of rotation here. Lift up, down, legs out, up, down, and up, and down. Okay? Last ab exercise. We are going to actually I'll come side so you guys can see me. We're going to be in this beautiful plank position, high plank position, body in alignment. We're going to make sure our shoulders are over our wrists, and we're going to do 5 circles of the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to reverse it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to that position in that high plank. We're going to bring the knees down, and let's take a little child's pose stretch back. Okay, so those were the 5 ab exercises for your Gimme 5 circuit. We're now going to go into 5 stretches that you can do immediately after, and then you can go back and start from the beginning, or you can do your ab circuit 5 times and then do the stretch 5 times. Up to you, your call. Okay, so first stretch, we're back in this tabletop position. We're lifting through the abdominal, so we don't want to sort of collapse or dump the weight into the hips. We're pulling up, and we're going to flex that foot so that we're getting a stretch through your calf. Now, whatever little adjustments you need to make, but I'm in a parallel position, and again, I'm lifting that opposing hip, so I'm not sinking into it. I'm pulling up through my core and through my hip, and I'm going to flex back so that my heel is really flexed, so I'm getting a stretch through my Achilles and through my calf muscle. And I would hold this for at least a minute. We have time to do it while we're at home, so take advantage of strengthening and stretching those muscles. We're here. And then I would then take it to a cross body position. Now again, everybody's body is different, so some may want to take it here, some may want to take it further. See where you get the stretch. You should be feeling a stretch in the lower back, again in the calf, maybe a little bit in the hip, and I'm going to hold it here in that twist. Make sure that you utilize the breath. Find the stillness, find the calmness. And then I'm going to take that leg outside. My foot is parallel. And I'm going to take a side stretch. And I'm going to exhale into the stretch. So it's running through the inside of my hip, underneath my hip, and it's wrapping around the outside of my hip. Again, make whatever tweaks you need to. If you need to move the foot a little bit more forward or a little bit more to a true second, whatever you need to do here. And again, I'm pushing away from the floor. So I'm keeping that lift away from the floor, actively engaging. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to go backward. I'm going to go reverse on this one. So we're here. And then I would cross back. And then the first one we did on the right side was that heel stretch, of that ball of the foot flexing back and holding. Okay, that is stretch one. Stretch two, I'm going to come forward. We're going to realign ourselves. So spine is stacking, right? Lifting head tall to the ceiling, shoulders are long. Ribs are closed. We're taking a nice big breath. And we're sitting in this flexed straight leg position. But with this stretch, we're going to pull one leg back. I'm doing the right leg so that we're uneven. So we're pulling that leg so it's a little bit off center. So it looks like that. And we're going to take the arms up and we're going to take a huge inhale and we're just going to relax over the legs. And we're going to stretch. Immediately, this is a burner of the hamstring. So if you need a hamstring stretch, this is it. Okay? Now, if you want a little bit more in this position, we're going to take the twist. And we're going to spiral to the back wall. So our arm is actually reaching away from center as we're stretching down, so you're getting that oppositional pull away from center. And we're going to take some breaths. With every exhale, the stretch should lengthen a little bit. Your muscles should be lengthening and feeling a little bit more open, so you could take it a little further. This is definitely not a stretch to slam into. Take your time with it. It's a little deceptive how much of a burn you kind of get in this position. And up, and then we're going to release. We're going to take a moment, shake the leg out, and then we're going to repeat the left side. We're going to bring that leg back. We're going to bring the arms up, big inhale, and exhale. Good. And I'm going to take the spiral here for a little more stretch in that lower back and in the hamstring. And while you're home, everybody, doing these exercises, don't underestimate the power of breathing and smiling. So while you're doing it, put a smile on your face. We're still here to move and breathe, and that's got to count for a lot. Okay, third stretch. Actually, let's do this one. Third stretch is we're going to stack the knees on top of each other. So again, never force your stretch. You know that. All our bodies are different. Our range of motion is different. If you can cross the knees on top, wonderful. If it's a little bit off, no problem. We'll get there eventually. So your legs are extended out, right? Immediately you should be getting a stretch on the outsides of the hips. We're going to take a breath. We're going to exhale. We're going to start forward. So we're just going to breathe and exhale forward. And then I'm going to change to a flat back instead of a rounded spine because I want a little bit more of a stretch. And we're going to hold that at least a minute. And then I'm going to take you over to the right side diagonal. So again, we're trying to keep that oppositional hip to the floor. So we're trying not to lift up. And we're going to hold that for a minute. And then we're going to come over to the left side. And we're going to take a stretch. And then we're going to hold that a minute as well. And we're going to come back center. We're going to realign. And we're going to take a torso twist and a spiral. So we always inhale first. We lift through the spine first. We don't just slam into that twist. Everything is gentle. Everything is with breath and with motion, right? So we're breathing in, and we're going to exhale and take the twist. And this is also a great time, guys, while we're home, to really be mindful about how we approach movement, when we can really sort of think through what we're doing and be mindful about how we execute movement. And we're going to rotate to the other side. So think about how you're approaching your movement so that we develop good habits and good form, because that's most important. It doesn't really matter how high the legs are at the current time. It matters the technique, the alignment, and how to get there properly. Okay, fourth exercise, fourth stretch. We're going on our backs. We're gonna pull the hip in. So we're gonna hang out here for a while, right? At least a minute. Some days you might need more, some days you might need a little less in this position. And we're gonna extend the leg out, and we're gonna take the left leg in. And we're gonna extend out. We're gonna bring both legs in. We're gonna give them a nice little hug. We're gonna stretch the feet a little bit. Good. Now, soles of the feet are gonna come together and in this turned out position, we're actively engaging our core. Okay. Now you can hang out here, or we can go to a yoga pose into happy baby pose, which again stretches the hips. Or you can come back and you can extend one leg and hold on to the outside of the foot for another hip stretch. And then from here, we can either bring it out to a second position, or if you need a stretch of the leg, you could get a nice hamstring stretch here. You're behind the thigh, behind the knee, the calf, the ankle, the foot. Everybody's flexibility is different. And we're gonna rotate out and come down, and we're gonna do the left side. We're gonna bring it in. Again, you can here, we can turn it out with the outside of the heel, grabbing the outside of the foot. We can extend up. Usually one side is more flexible than the other. My left side today is a little tight, so I'm gonna grab here. You could do pointed or flex, and you could take it out to a second position, and you can bring it back around. Okay, and our last stretch in our Gimme 5 series, we're actually going to sit in a second position. So we're sitting up. Again, figure where's a comfortable spot for you. We don't have to slam into that second position. Really use the floor, use the breath, build the progression, okay? So we're in second position. We're gonna start here, and we're just gonna start bringing one leg in and one leg out. One leg in and one leg out. Lifting through the core. This is also a core exercise, I mean, because you're really engaging your core and port de bras posture, right? We're working on that port de bras as well. And 4, and we'll do one more. 5, bring it out. And now we're gonna bring both legs in. 1, soles of the feet together, extend out. Soles of the feet, out, lifting. 3, in. 4, tracing the feet along the floor. 4, one more. And 5, and we're gonna come in. Now, last stretch. We're going to travel with the legs. So we're gonna open the right leg, and we're gonna close. We're gonna open and close. All the while, we're still pulling up in the port de bras position. We're gonna open the leg and close. We're gonna open the legs, we're gonna stay here, and then we're gonna take your second stretch wherever you need to take it. Flexed or pointed feet. Hang out here. You can walk the hands through. Most important, try not to roll in. Let's keep the turnout. Let's feel that rotation first before you guys decide to roll in. And then we're gonna close. I would hold that stretch again a little bit longer, at least a minute, 2 minutes, whatever feels good. And we're gonna rotate back, we're gonna go left. So you repeat that to the left side, hold the stretch, and make sure you breathe. So that's our Gimme 5 series. Have fun with it, enjoy it, work consciously, work mindfully, be well, and I will see you guys soon.